Good God. So breaking news, the Atlanta Fed's GDP Now forecast model for GDP in the first quarter 2025 is at negative 3.7%. That would be a negative 3.7% contraction in the economy. That's worse than what happened during COVID. That is worse than what happened during COVID. And their gold adjusted GDP forecast is negative 1.8%. That's terrible too. We better pray that this is wrong. We better pray that this is totally wrong. That's thoughts and prayers for the GDP. And look, if it's wrong, I'll never look at that again. I will never look at that again if it's way off, because this is the New York Fed's Nowcast, which is like their version of the Atlanta Fed's GDP model, and they are predicting a 2.9% increase in GDP growth. So between the two, that's like what, a 6.6% difference? That is massive. That is unbelievably massive. If the Atlanta Fed's GDP Now model holds in any way, shape, or form, even if it's only halfway true, it is really bad. But hey, maybe you'll get those lower gas prices you were wanting. Maybe not. Now to address the people that are going to celebrate this data, this is not good news. This is not good news. A collapse of our economy is not something to celebrate. And I know how you people operate. You love bad news if it makes the other side look bad. But this impacts all of us badly. This is not a win for anybody, no matter how you try to shape it. It's not a thing that you win when you lose. That is not a thing. Now, the way GDP numbers are released, it takes a long time. So what you get is you get a first estimate, and that will come out at the end of April. So we won't know anything for another month, basically. And that's what's called the advanced estimate. It's the first set of numbers they come out with. They do this 3 times. I don't know why they need to do it 3 times. They just do, right? This is not my area of expertise. I just know something about it. The second set of GDP numbers for the first quarter comes out a month after that. That's when they have a little bit more data. So that would be the end of May. And of course, the third set, basically the final revised GDP numbers, would come out a month after that. So it will be the end of June before we really know what happens first quarter of this year. But we'll have a pretty good idea at the end of May. They don't typically change drastically from the advanced number that they come out with. They will change. But if we come out at the end of May and we're at negative 3.5%, we know we're going to be negative at the end of June. That's a thing. The only advice I would give you is just keep an eye on this and be prepared. I do not give stock advice. I'm not an expert in that. People ask me to give them stock advice every day. You don't want me giving you stock advice. Keep an eye on it. If we get close to that first advanced number and it's looking bad, talk to a financial advisor. You may want to pull some money out of the market. I'm not telling you, talk to a financial advisor. Thanks.